Hello, hello. I hope all is well and you're hanging in there by the grace of God. How are you doing? I just want to check in again. You know, the last message really was about release for the peace. We're going to have to practice that during this time because we're just in a time where there's a lot going on. And as you observe, you want to release those emotions and feelings so you can have some peace. And it's a time to speak up. It's a time to speak your truth and express yourself because many of us have been suffering in the silence. So that's why releasing for your peace is very important. But this message is about grit and glory. Grit and glory. And the Most High came to me in an unexpected way again. Um, Basically, the message is about standing still. Don't run. Stand still where you at. Don't run. Stand still where you at. And what is grit? Grit is about perseverance and passion. Having the perseverance and passion for a long-term goal to get through it all, and you're persevering to endure in this wilderness. That's the goal, to endure in this wilderness. I think most of you know that we're in the wilderness right now, that we're in the sorrows right now, that we are in the hardships right now, that a lot of revelations are playing out for us to see. And it's your choice if you want to see or not. I'm not forcing my beliefs on anyone, but this is about the grit. As you're walking through the grit of it all, you are exalting the Most High, glory, giving God all the glory and praises through the good, bad, and ugly. And my heart was troubled and unsettled in some way, and I was still in processing mode. And I read Psalm 23 and Psalm 91. Those are the two I go to. I run to the bosom of God, and then I'm led to Psalm 23 and Psalm 91 to help ground my energy, to help get some peace restored within me. But as I was reading Psalm 23, I heard after that, go to Psalm 22. So go to Psalm 22 when you have some time, because really it's about the cry out for help. I know many are crying out for help. And as you're crying out for help, you're thanking God too. You're expressing gratitude. It is about praise, faith, and gratitude, giving thanks to the Most High through it all. Grit and glory. Don't run. Some of you feel like running. I can admit, I feel like running away sometimes. It's natural to feel scared in the flesh. You're a human being, okay? It's natural to feel afraid. So that's why I go to Psalm 23 a lot, because we are walking through the dark valley of the death. This is tribulation. This is the wilderness that we're in right now. And in the spirit, because the Most High told us that He did not give us the spirit of fear, okay? But in the flesh, you are going to feel afraid and scared sometimes of the unknown, of the things that are not in your control, of the unpredictable and uncertain. Don't beat yourself up for that. But all you can do is run to God, go to God, come to God, so you can get some peace restored within you. So, even though you walk through the valley of death, you will not be afraid because the Most High is with you. So keep trusting in the grit and glory of it all right now, because in this present moment, that's what we have to focus on right now. Being present, being here now, observing it all, testing the spirit, reflecting, healing, growing, and trusting through it all. We're here to endure to the end. Those who endure to the end will be saved. And you know, in the first verse of Psalm 22, many of you may have feel like God has abandoned you in some type of way, or the people on this land have abandoned you in some type of way. But the word is, my God, why have you forsaken me? That's the first verse of Psalm 22. Then I was led to Matthew 27, because in Matthew 27, this is about the crucifixion of the Messiah. And in Matthew 27, Jesus Christ couldn't carry that cross alone. He needed some help. So this is about you knowing that you are not alone, and you can't do it alone. You can't carry the burdens alone. Okay? Know that you are not alone. And it's also led me to Matthew 27, because as towards the end of the Messiah's crucifixion, he did say, my God, why have you forsaken me? And I was led there to show me Yeshua's human side. Okay? Through the trial and tribulation. And it did bring me to tears, because I know the Holy Spirit was speaking to my troubled heart and let me know that I'm not alone with my cry out for help during this wilderness, in this wild time, during a dark valley of the death. And go to Psalm 27 too when you have some time, because as you are enduring and persevering and having a passion to live so you can survive and thrive, that's what you're going to do. Grit and glory. Don't run. Stand still. Don't run. Stand still. Be still and know that I am God. We are told that. We're taught that. The Holy Spirit will remind you of that when you're feeling overwhelmed, when you're feeling distressed, when you're feeling weary, when you're feeling pressed beyond any measure. You got to trust that God is with you through this dark valley of death. So as you are devoting your time to be in the presence of God, be present. I wanted to encourage you to hold on and don't give up. That's the main basis of the message, the main message. And this is about fortitude, courage, being brave through the storms, through it all, because we're coming up on a time, and I feel like the Holy Spirit is walking with me and instructing me to help you As I minister to you, I minister to myself. As I encourage you, I encourage myself. Because we are in the day where we're just going to see a lot of darkness. And I know you are the light. And you don't want to dwell in the darkness. And we're not dwelling in the darkness. We're aware of the darkness. It's about your awareness right now. It's about you just observing and not absorbing. It's about you choosing to deprogram, detach, detox, and go to God. Grit and glory. Don't run. Stand still. I'm being advised to share that message with you. It's for someone. I hope it helps you. I hope it lifts you up to where you belong. And trust through it all. You can only prepare so much in the physical. But in the spirit, you can always be prepared when you carry the Holy Spirit. Because you are one with God. You can always go within to find your footing, to find your faith, to find your peace, to find your joy, and to just be. We're going to have to practice that more. That's the good news. That you have that. That's something you can hold on to in the midst of all the chaos and calamity. Because what's going down, it is what it is. God is allowing some things to happen so the prophecies can be fulfilled. And in the midst of it all, we have to continue in trusting that God is in control and God got you. And sometimes you may have some fear in the physical, but you have to remember in the spiritual that God didn't give you the spirit of fear, but of love and a sound mind. Power, love, and a sound mind. So keep dwelling in spirit and truth. Because this darkness that's brewing is temporary. The light has already won. You know this to be true. That's the truth. Trust and believe. I'm sending much love and light your way. I'm keeping you lifted up in my high thoughts and prayers. You stay prayed up. You stay connected to the Most High during this time. You got this, and we gonna be all right. Love you. Peace.